Danganronpa.
Okay, hang on, I need to... Why? Okay, I don't know why we froze. Hang on. There, okay. I was totally prepared when I hit live. Hey, let me plug my stuff in. There's my mouse. Yes, I know it's 4 o'clock. You don't have to tell me. Okay. Alright, now we're set up. Okay. Alright, and... oh god, where did we leave off yesterday? Right, my AC is on. Give me 1 second. Let me turn that off. Now it's picking up way less noise. Okay, I think we're good. It should sound much better. I don't know why I always forget to turn that off. Okay. I would say, are we ready? Where did we leave off? Right, spoilers. We left off on a death scene, so if you don't know much about the game, I would not pick up from here. But yeah, I think, hang on, let me switch over to the game. Model, there. Oh right, I turned off my model because I was, there we go. I had the video playing. My door's locked, we're good. Okay, let's play. Load. Oh my god, all these saves. How many do we have? Quite a few. Okay, we're gonna pick up. Continue. Yes. Wait, I need to... okay, there we go. Now I can see chat. She's dead? Yeah, this is where we left off. Okay. Where? The... another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? There's nothing... what? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
The Monokuma file!
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. Are we glitched out again?
See ya later!
So please do your tippy top best in this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh no!
I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead Jesus, dude. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump to it so soon. What, do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead, you're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because...
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right?
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to just one person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Very well for now, I'll catch you guys on the class trial. I can't say I understand what he's thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped
there is
off.
nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. Now can we look at the weapons? First of all, yeah, right. The victim is Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No,
Stop
I
talking.
just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Or we talk to Sakura. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been carried somewhere else and then could have been killed somewhere else and then carried here. She was very light, that's true. But it wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she have really been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she'd come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Alright, Saka. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a bloodstain. Bloodstain on the dumbbell. Does that mean the dumbbell is actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could be anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullets. Hang on. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Blood lust, what's the meaning behind it? Mondo. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, but I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Is my gaze working again? Oh my god, it does. Oh, I'm glad. I just noticed that. Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullets. Alright. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true,
Let's
but
go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught with the wrong person this time. I want to check the other locker room. Calling me an idiot. I am a time traveler, jackass. There are a bunch of different pool-related items. Nice, we got a coin. I'll take that. More coins. Turn on the monitors. Okay. What are you after? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? So you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that.
Did you call for me?
Damn, okay. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yep. The card readers have all been designated to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed on your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through the door while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibits anyone from lending someone their handbook, they're right?
Of course.
So then that means only girls can... Yes, obviously. In other words, means... To tell you what you're thinking, since the killer must have been able to
So
get in
in
there.
other words,
And as such, the killer must have been one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? Okay. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you, to add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. I don't like that.
Yep.
Get it, got it, good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why you?
I mean, theft could be borrowing, right? Something. Just listen to you. Get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions, figure out the rest your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I shall fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? To understand what's going on. Fine. Should it take us there itself? We came to the main hall. Does that mean I have to figure out for myself? What do we got around here? Stay inside. It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? Found it on my first try. I didn't even know that was there. Huh? Did you know these were here? I happened to find them by chance the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? The key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. To the regulations, loaning. Right. I see, so now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second. What's
Very
wrong?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. The cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey!
No!
Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters. Got it? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it won't do crap. But even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
It's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing its weakness, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. It just happened. Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. To be exact, not quite, huh? What do you mean by that? To be exact, not quite. Oh, I could tell you that. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack,
What?
right? There's nobody else could be it. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch them. Up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but it's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Talk to you again? What do you mean by that? No, we already read this.
Don't make me repeat my...
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. So really proof? There's somewhere it's
It's all clear now.
evidence? Does something like that really... Ah, hey you two. Big trouble, need your
I
help.
don't have time to play
We're
with
busy, leave us alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency, come on. Okay, where are we going?
please.
Okay,
I mean,
okay, where? Where is the emergency?
well,
Something's wrong with Choco. What should we do?
Very strange.
I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to go on. Are you
Don't
sure?
make me repeat myself.
Okay. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd say no, but that's the end of it. Okay.
Let's go.
I guess we're going to Toko's room, right? No, I guess we're talking to you then.
Such ignorance.
What do you want me to do? I clicked on Toko's room. Oh, there she is. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out saying all this weird stuff. Weird
That's
stuff?
fine.
We should try talking. I may as well give it a shot. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that Ina was really worried about you pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me here alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
I won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Is that why Toko is so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? There's one person. I think there might be one person. Mr. Rich Boy. Hey Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her? Wow. I guess you can be nice when you want to. After a few moments.
what do you want?
It's Byakuya.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, it means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, okay. I'll just stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Byakuya, I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked. But he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Oh my god, my hair is in my face. Give me 1 second. I need to fix this, it's driving me nuts. There's a hair tie. Sorry if my neck looks broken. I'm genuinely looking up towards the ceiling. Headphone? Okay, I think. Yeah. Oh, that is so much better. Okay, continuing. Come on, let's go in. Is the evidence that proves that it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay. Books maybe? Is it the book he was reading before? Isn't there a laptop over here or something? I'm assuming we want to look at the bookshelves then. No clues, never mind. Desk? There's no clues there. Okay, what is going on with this thing? The lamp? My jackass, if you would tell me what the hell you want me to do.
Don't make me repeat myself.
The TV? The archive, maybe? Yeah, I forgot that was there.
Let's go.
Dude, if you would tell me what you wanted me to do, it'd make our lives, both of them, so much easier. Whoa, I wish I could go into one of these, a real one. That'd be so fun. And just sit there and read for like 2 weeks straight. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
what?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's just too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. It's in the box. What is that? Yeah, but what's that shape in the dust? Oh, is that the extension cord? Haha. I am smart. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? What else? Books? Ultimate lucky student. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file, huh?
That's right.
Wow! Okay. That's the report on a presidential assassination. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? Damn. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. The Diet? The Diet? The fuck is the Diet? All I know is meals. What do they mean by diet? You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. Does he just not want us to read anything? Oh, that's fine. We're playing Danganronpa. You'll have some of the most brutal deaths. Oh my god. Maybe not the most, but it's pretty close if those were done to an actual person. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing that any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? So, exactly what we're looking for. All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. So you're finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put this all together? Wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong, you still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you want to understand what they actually represent, if you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based off on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world at my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real deal. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than one of... Bro, what? And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled here. But because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written on the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. Where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew that particular fact are the members of the police and higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media has ever found. This act about mounting the victim. Now, if you recall, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
In other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden among the rest of us. It's really such...
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. But now, don't you think that it'd be good for everyone to take a look at what they've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
No. Just no. We're not gonna do that. We'll take care of it. Can we read it though? Okay. I think we've looked at everything then. Yes. What do you mean? I've looked at everything.
That's right.
Do I have to talk to him again? We aren't gonna beg, right? I didn't even click on that. Pink. There we go.
That's fine.
Thank God. I do not want to have to beg him for anything, man. Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the scene of the crime had been collected. They're missing scissors. Chihiro's missing scissors. Took place in the parking lot. Suffers multiple stab wounds. The murder took place in the victim's apartment complex. Oh, it's the same text in both pages. His knees apparently custom made, each pair left at the murder scene. 32, 17, 23, 14, 14, 30. There's no end to it. I wouldn't call it the exact, though. Jaheir's just tied up. These guys are like stabbed into the wall. Weekdays at night during holidays. So this is if we come forward, it's like unlikely that there is an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests. Okay, I know this is an old game, but like, genuinely, absolutely nothing about that should have brought them to dissociative identity disorder. Like, it can literally just be the adrenaline wearing off and then realizing, oh shit, someone's gonna see me, right? Like, what? But they go to DID. Which is for the character, but like, come on. At least make it work.
So in other words,
But what can you do now? The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't, I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the truth bullets. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business, haven't we? As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked to join me, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. But at the same time, I had uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. He's one of us. But who is it? Thank you! Okay. Come on. Text, stop talking. We've wasted so much time. Don't make me talk to Hifumi. Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Have we done everything here? Yes. Okay. No, just observing. I've never actually been in here. It's just a single locker. Okay. Cool. Oh, you're here now. Will he acknowledge that it's strange? There we go. Thank you. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have to do this? You would know plenty, wouldn't you? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and the girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hina might. Sorry, can't really say. I've never really paid attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein every day when You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with the coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier and the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up, but still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Okay, we've had this conversation. Kyoko, got anything? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress in your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Guess I take another look at the body. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, it's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I hadn't seen any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the body has been added to the truth bullet section. Well, one thing, most likely. The one thing. I'll get the sentence eventually. Okay. Well, the one thing most likely to tie these mysteries all together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit. Plus it might help to look at the genocide. So, I'm assuming we need to go to the library. I don't want to talk to him. Fine.
I feel.
Uh-huh.
Well, it would seem...
So we gotta go to the warehouse as well. Real quick, I'm just gonna pop in here and see if he says anything interesting. Will he acknowledge the stain now? The strange stain. What is it? No, he doesn't, because he's an idiot. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Toko, or at least try. I'm assuming that's an area we need. So it's really weird the nurse is blocked off. You got anything for me?
How unfortunate.
Aww. You know we have to. Can't play this game without gambling a little. We've had gotcha games for ages. Doo-doo. I'm not sure what that is. Another one? What is that? Oh, that's cute. I like that one. stop at 10 coins. We got a pin. Another whip. Cheer perfume. Is that a suit of armor? Okay. Up. Got more coins, okay. Leave the area. Okay, now we run over and see the other areas of the building. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever been in here, have we? Just really quick, I want my coins. There's slippers everywhere. Coin. This is the sauna, right? Yeah. Yep, that's it. Man the door. Oh, this one's the sauna. Okay. I think. Do I even know what a sauna is? The heat sign. Okay. Leave the sauna. Leave the bathhouse. Leave the area. Fine. Let's see if we can find the warehouse. They said it's by the dorms. Oh, it's the other side. Okay. Absolutely everything one might need to live life, from food to clothes to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? It was right before nighttime.
what are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken her rule, none of this would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. That's right, there wasn't one. Should we go check on the trash room? We'll come back here in a moment. I want to go check on the... Just to make sure. Like, everything looks normal. That's true. Okay. So... laundry, maybe? Doesn't look like there's anything new, and I'd rather not go through all of the washing machines. Okay, there's quite a few things to look at though. Okay, that's everything.
Actually, indeed.
Okay.
Oh,
This
are
is the
you
same
what? Glad I
information.
can-
Oh, well,
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, next. Where did we need to go next? Hina, I guess? Hina's supposed to be by Toko, though. And she's not stood out here. There she is. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro... I'll get through sentences. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. God, I have to talk slower. Otherwise I'm never gonna get through this. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she... Us! I literally spent like 3 free times with her.
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Wait, are we talking about Chihiro or Toko? I think it's Chihiro. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always
yeah,
refused.
totally.
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex but totally fine with the opposite? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Okay. So, I guess we go find Byakuya now. Okay. Up we go, and the library is just right here. Oh, he's not here. Fine. Ah, you're a coward. So where would Byakuya go? Dang, it doesn't tell me. See, I'm in the library though. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that's where he was. Oh shit, I didn't. Oh. You didn't find Byakuya.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Here we go.
The moment you've all been waiting for, the class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
Of
Please
course.
go through the red.
Yeah, he has it. Damn, we're getting more thunder tonight? That sucks. Okay, I didn't get a response yet. Sorry, if I keep checking my phone, I had to submit a thing for my HR at work, and it's already 5, so they're probably not gonna update me at this point. Which might just mean another day off tomorrow if they don't, because I can't work until they approve my accommodation. So, yeah. If that's the case, you'll get another stream tomorrow. Although it probably won't be Danganronpa, because I'll take a break next week for at least one stream. Definitely do 2 days at least. But I'll probably take a different game on like Thursday or Friday. Okay, anyway, continuing. The red door is right through here. So everyone is ready to what? And by blind, are we missing someone?
Yo.
Oh, Toko. And Toko is... the murder suspect. Not the murderer, but the suspect. Kinda. Oh my god, there's a... hang on. There we go. That's better. There's something floating around in my drink. Just stare at Monokuma for a second while I refill this. Alright, straw goes back in the cup. Okay. You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out there kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that. And just like he said a few minutes later. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Whew. So now everyone's here, right? I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Hey Mondo, how you doing, bud?
Hey, come on.
Okay. Toko, what's going on? She's still screaming.
Shall we go?
I would say so. You got anything? Fine. God, there's so many less people. Well, let's get to this.
It's true.
With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. It's starting to look empty. steel box sank with heavy clanking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? It's redecorated, isn't it so fresh? Isn't it exciting? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, good. You're rip-roaring to go. You're rip-roaring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay, then let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills,
Everyone, please find your
chills.
assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, we would like to save. Set skills. We should have, algorithm. Let's do, increases the speed of, effective during, yes, we want algorithm. We want, give me the robot job. I don't think we have anything else, though. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Finish preparations. We did save, right?
Let's begin
I really
with a
hope we
basic
did.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
But if you pick the wrong one,
then I'll
I'll
punish
punish everyone
everyone
besides the blackened, and the one who deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
Okay. That won't be too difficult. Pretty sure it was that dumbbell. Yep.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
No? Fine.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that's wrong. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
And I believe you are sorely mistaken.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Do we have to spin this trial just proving him? Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the... Fine, what now? White noise, great. So disappear if they hit these lines. So think of them as your obstacles in your debate. Press the A button to attach the silencer. Would you... However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer, the time limit is... Great. Oh, but if your action to gentle, the noise won't... Oh, perfect. Beautiful. It makes my life so much easier.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Okay. I'm not
The culprit
convinced
is
it was Genocide
I'm
Jack.
sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But
We were literally
that's
talking
impossible.
about how there's
Why? What
problems
makes it
with that
impossible?
theory.
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, he's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive, and I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
You could just say they have a bunch of weird files.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Bloodlust.
Oh, that's right.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
What did he say? Booblust. Oh my god.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The way she was strung up.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Not quite. She was tied up with an electrical cord. The other ones were stabbed into the wall.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Probably seen a body.
There's only one logical answer
I can think of three.
It's
You're
because
just
the
a
culprit
dumbass.
in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Damn, you already knew that?
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Here we go. He's right, but like, I don't think Toko's not
Okay.
the one who
Wait,
did
hold
this.
on a
Neither is
sec.
Jack.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever. Remember?
Hemophobia.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man.
That's the DID. Hangman's Gambit. Wait, what? I don't know what we're looking for here. I was expecting like something DID related, but like I don't know what I'm looking for. What? S? don't know what we're looking for. Really?
Now I understand.
Really? Okay, but like, no.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Hey, that's a thing. That's for schizophrenic, which is an entire different disorder. Oh my god. I hate old games. Jesus. These are not made. Oop, there goes my alarm. Okay. These games are not made for they're not made for 2024. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what's this say? Oh, it's just a Twitch notification. I don't care. Okay, give me like 5 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. That is so much better. Can I turn this fan on? Now I got a little bit of airflow. That fan's quiet, so I shouldn't pick up too much noise from it. Let me put my headphones back on. What the hell is that? Oh, hang on. That's gonna make a bunch of noise. Alright. Whew. And we're good to go. Continuing on.
Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
It's literally not, but sure.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me, she said, a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
He's not lying, but he's still wrong.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Yeah, especially considering she didn't kill anyone yet this time. She didn't kill Chihiro. That's better.
What? You promised. I can't.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
There it is. There's the line. It's been all over my TikTok For You page. This asshole.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
He's the worst. I mean, he's useful, but like, he seriously sucks to be around. At least in this point in time. I think he's a little better in whatever that part of the anime was called. I forget. It's not the one from this point in time. It's the future one. I think he has a little better of a personality there, but oh god, he is an awful person.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
She did keep her word.
But in spite of that promise,
she doesn't know.
You said if I... That's the only reason I
Girl,
promised.
please. Come on.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
Jackass, shut up.
I tried.
But your efforts were useless.
She didn't even do it.
Well, the opening act is...
Will you stop talking? Uh-oh. Is it... There she is.
Oh, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
It is very much not a textbook split personality. Because this is not how split personality, dissociative identity disorder functions at all, in the least, whatsoever. This is quite the opposite of textbook. As far as media representation goes, it's fairly what you would assume to be accurate, because the media doesn't know shit.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Okay.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Isn't
Yes,
she?
well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not...
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
That's kind of true.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's
Not
a
really.
necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living is... Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
No. It's enough to convince us there's definitely something wrong with her. There's no doubt there. But as for her committing murder here, not quite.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
What motive? She's insane? I don't think that's a motive.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an
You're
embarrassing
flawed,
memory
buddy.
or secret would be revealed.
She doesn't give. Jack does not care if people know Toko is Jack. And Toko is not capable of recreating Jack's shit because, you know.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Yeah, but she's too much of a coward to kill someone herself.
So she had a very clear...
Interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Well,
Yeah, I could...
maybe she's totally right about that, but something is still bothering me. I wonder what it is. What she said, I need to get some more details out of this. Let's go. Come on.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
That's right.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
You guys won't.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Not
What
quite.
more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, yeah, I know what we need to hit.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
That's correct.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi...
It does not match completely.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! do! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
She at least could get a knife from the kitchen.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Blunt force trauma is way too out of style.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from...
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to and there's more. One more.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yes. There was an extension cord. Not scissors stabbed through their bodies into the wall.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It's an extension cord. You saw the plug.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
There's another?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack
Right.
case.
The profiling. She kills young guys.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Are pretty guys? I don't remember.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see a pattern. Because Chihiro was a
I
girl.
got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
I didn't realize that's what that came from.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
I guess the first one's 30, and there's another 31.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a
Hang on one
full-blood
second. I can hear like the wind and rain and shit. I need to make sure my plants outside are okay. Alright, I think we're good. It doesn't look like the rain's actually hitting the porch yet, so there's not too much wind, so we should be fine. I'd really hate to have to drag all my plants inside right now. Alright, continuing.
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Exactly.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
She could have killed you. Right? She should have killed you, honestly. Even in your hypothetical. Let's see. We've got you. We've got Makoto. Makoto would be a really easy one. I feel like Mondo might be a little difficult.
Lowly.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Leon's already dead, yeah.
And if by some fluke I did, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Right.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you
doubt
couldn't
she'd
find
go
any
after
scissors in the
thinking.
school.
Wouldn't exactly call him pretty.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Where's she getting the money for that?
Okay, whatever.
Oh,
Still
yeah, there's
aren't any at
Hero.
school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
Oh, she has them.
She's fully equipped.
That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Girl, you did not need to say that.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Yeah, Taka's kind of strong. He might be a pain.
I have
But like, there's so
idea
many
what's
options
going on
besides
anymore.
Chihiro to
Could
kill
such
out of
a heinous
necessity,
villain
man.
really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it
Well,
had to be the real deal.
The
and not some
police,
copycat killer or
anyone who
whatever.
read the files, anyone who'd possibly had a family member connected to it, friend, family member dead, you know, who else would know? Yeah, I think that's it. That could have copied? Well, I mean, my only guess is you.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
That makes sense with the extension cord, too.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
As soon as the library was found. Before Chihiro died.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Is he trying to get us to
You
vote
wanted
for
to go
him?
to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
If you would shut up for 5 seconds, I just might. Fine. What is it? Truth flashback. If you aim in a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Memorized phrase can only be shot at. Can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. Oh, I get it. I know what this is. So you basically copy paste it into your truth bullets. Got it, got it. If you shoot or change a truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, if you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make your case. You'll have to use your own key and wits. In this case, though, I will say if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Okay, so like tutorial purposes, it's making us. So we gotta memorize something.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of
Weird before we found the body. Okay.
But he was acting weird.
How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay. So basically we need to take that one from
So,
before.
you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
I wish I could skip ahead instead of having to sit through this. Okay, so basically we do have to take that first one and hit the second one.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I don't really know why,
He
but
was
we do.
acting weird.
How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You
Girl, why are you
absolutely
making this
take
face?
it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I don't know why, but sure.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Oh shit, you're right. But we were searching for Chihiro, weren't we? Because she wasn't there for the breakfast. So we went out searching for her, right? So it's not that unusual.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's wrong with Byakuya? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered and he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is.
I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between... Is it the extension cord? That's the only thing I've got. Because that's the extension cord for his lamp. There it is!
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
That's
and
true.
I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
That's also true.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Not
That's
quite.
right. It absolutely was.
Not really.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
It's
Hey,
a
Byakuya,
library.
where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, it's wrong.
6 p.m. That's when we normally start stream. We still started this one early, so that's
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I
good.
say, that
The extension cord.
What? An extension cord? Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do.
Okay, I'm gonna open my
wouldn't
window because it is
discover
hot
that
as
fact.
shit in here. I had to turn off my AC for the stream, but oh my god. Even if it's raining, I'll open the window. I have a cover over it anyway. We're set. It's all fixed up. Maybe it'll start cooling off in here now. Wait, let me turn on my fan so the air will move.